In today's video, we're going to go over some new makeup, and I want to welcome back all my loyal fans that have stuck with me for the, almost 4 months of neglect, maybe 5 months. 5 months of neglect while we decided to move across country, kind of last minute decision, sell our house, move cross country, and now we are moved into a temporary rental place in Tennessee. But I am back and I am getting ready to put out some regular content. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So even though I am back and ready to make content, this first video is not going to be one of the super planned out scripted videos. I have a bunch of new makeup here, some in PR, some not, and I thought I would just kind of go over my thoughts. Some of it I've been wearing for weeks, some of it is just a first impression. So let's go ahead and get started. And while I'm talking, I'm going to start cleaning up my brows and doing a little bit of face cleanup because I actually have not looked at my face up close with a... My mirror just broke. And I know this mirror is disconnected or discontinued. Yeah, the plastic. Oh my goodness. I'm so bummed. Anyways, I really haven't been plucking my brows. I need to get rid of my mustache. So we're going to do all of that on camera. Okay. Gosh, this is horrendous. I stopped using my lash serum probably 6 months ago. No real reason. I just really wanted to see how thin my eyelashes were getting. I was getting very inconsistent using it, so I felt like they were falling out a lot anyways. But my brows still have a lot of little hairs to clean up because that was one of the things when I started using the lash serum, and I was using the Rodan and Fields one. I noticed that my brows were coming in thicker, and then I was also having a lot more hair to clean up again, which, you know, it had kind of thinned out. Now, if you see these little scabs on my face and under my eyes, I don't know if you can really see them very well. I am testing out something, this Snow Skin Fibroblast tool, and so I zapped them. And they were little amelia bumps, and I'm zapping them to see how they clear up. Now, this is my second time zapping things on my face. So the first time was pretty successful, but they're extremely small. So I went for a few little bigger bumps to see how it works. But I'll do a whole video. No, I won't do a whole video on it. But I will do like a couple-minute review on that later. But I do have these little scabs. I have those dreaded chin hairs, and now some of them are coming in white. So I can feel them, and they drive me crazy. But it's harder for me to find them to pluck them. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's a little bit better. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to shave my whole face, though it desperately needs it. Look at this gray right here. But I do have some black hairs intermingled with my white peach fuzz, so I'm going to shave that. And I'm just going to use a little bit of oil. This is the Dermatology Pre-Cleansing Oil, because I don't like to shave a dry face and get kind of a rash. Now, a couple years ago, I did a face shaving video, and I was using this $75 stacked skincare razor. I'm still using it. I still really like it. I've been buying just the refill blade. I feel like it just works better, faster. All right, so let's test out some new makeup. First thing I'm going to talk about is the Dermatology #1 Primer. So this reminds me of the Pore Benefit Primer. It's a silicone-based primer. It glides on like a dream. I mean, like a dream. I love it. Actually, it's lighter. It is lighter consistency than the Porefessional. So that was a terrible comparison. Gosh, my skin feels so soft now that I have it on. It is a silicone based and it reduces the pore size. Now I am so tired. I've been so tired. I'll make sure I get some up in here around my eyes. I did not sleep good last night. The one thing in a new home, I get kind of freaked out a little bit. All right, I really want to try this. This was too dark for me before. It's the Tarte Maharuka Juicy Glow Foundation. Now, this is not what I thought it was. I thought I ordered the concealer, the foundation concealer. I must have ordered the wrong thing. Yes, because everyone told me they love the Found Concealer, and that's what I thought I ordered. But no, this is the Juicy Glow. We'll just see how it looks. It was too dark. It's still too dark. Yeah, not going to be a good shade match for me. Well, while I'm doing this, before I wash my face, let me try. Physicians Formula did send me their new Butter Glow Concealer. They sent me a couple of their products. Their Butter Glow Concealer, the Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer, the Liquid Highlighter, which I don't have in front of me, some lip products, their Diamond Last lip colors, which I wanted to check out, but I'm not sure which concealer is the right shade. Got a sponge, and thicker, like almost like a memory foam sponge. Oh my goodness. Oh, so it has a sponge, but it's still an applicator like this. I think this is gonna be too dark. So you can tap it on. Oh no, that's a really good shade. That's a perfect match. Okay, so this shade that is a perfect match is the Tan to Deep. Let's clean off the face. I'm going to use more of this pre-cleansing oil. Just wipe it off. Back with a little bit more base or primer. God, this is just a really dreamy primer. If you love dermatology products and you've not tried their #1 primer, I would add that to your wish list. Okay, they were having a 30% off store-wide. I don't know if it's still going on. All right, so that didn't work. What other foundation? I'm really bummed that that's not the foundation concealer. But I did get, a little trial of the IT CC Nude Glow. This is a color-correcting medium coverage skin tint, a brightening glow serum. I'm going to do the shade medium. Tan Rich looks too dark. I'll do medium. No, medium's too light. How am I doing so far on my first video back? Looks like it comes in like 20 shades, 21 shades, 22 shades. I'll try the Tan Rich, see what happens there. No, I think this will work. Ooh, so this is a really light feeling foundation. Normally the IT CC cream foundations and tinted moisturizers feel really heavy. This one is gliding on. Now, I don't know if it's just gliding on my beautifully primed skin, but it is gliding on really nice. I'm going to just use my Stands Out sponge, press it in. Very, very light coverage. This is definitely for, they say it's medium coverage, color correcting medium coverage. I would say it's more light coverage. Now maybe it's buildable, so we'll try that out next. Well, it is evening out my discoloration over here. If you wanted to kind of match it to some of the darker areas on your face, I think it could probably even out the skin tone that way. Let's try a second coat. Well, it is buildable. Okay, so it is a light coverage and it feels really, really nice. So it's a light coverage. It does build up to a medium coverage. This is really beautiful. Oh, my skin just feels so nice. Okay, so like kind of going into the summer for this kind of nice light feeling makeup. All right, the next thing I'm going to demonstrate, I finally got one of the Rare Beauty bronzers in a shade that matches or is good for me. This is her Good Energy. I think I had Happy Soul, and you couldn't even tell I had anything on. It was non-existent. I don't have all my brushes in front of me. Oh, this one might be firm enough. This is the BK Beauty 110. Look at that. It really blends out like a dream. I know it lasts. It has really good long-lasting abilities because I have been using it for several weeks. Yeah, it's just really, really, really pretty. Yeah, my skin does have a like kind of a nice glow. What else am I going to try out? I got a couple of different cheeks. I got a Glossier because I started carrying Glossier at Sephora. The Cloud Paint. This one's kind of more of a, well, it might be good. It might be better than this one. I also got a Danessa Myricks cream. No, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks. And this is another blush that I have been using for a while, so I do know it has nice, long-lasting coverage. It might not be the 12-hour coverage, but it's pretty much all-day coverage for me, and I take that back. I didn't set it or do anything like that, which normally you have to do to make cream blushes last longer, but just applying it like this and then running out, it lasted most of the day. All right, I'm just going to take a sip of my Starbucks. Look at this. Nashville. Now I'm going to use a Physicians Formula concealer. Probably should have done it before I put the blush on, but I forget. Instead of using a concealer brush, I'm using their little tappy sponge thing, which does a good job of blending. But then you gotta clean this sponge thing. Okay, very nice, lightweight concealer. It kind of matches the foundation. It has kind of just a dewy, healthy look, so it's not a dry matte concealer, so it's probably not going to move into my fine lines. All right, next I'm pretty excited to get another palette from Alter Ego. So this was sent in PR. It's their Coastal palette. A lot of their other palettes, and I talked about them in some previous videos, I could kind of tell that they were matching some Natasha Denona palettes that I had, and I found that they were very, very, very similar in consistency and a really good dupe. I don't know if this is duping another palette, but it is just really pretty plums, which you know I love, plum and neutral colors. All right, there are a couple that really, really interest me. So this clear one, and some of these almost like duochrome ones. So I'm just going to do some quick swatches. I'm not going to swatch the entire thing, but I really want to see what this clear one is. It's called Coral. So it's almost like a glass. It's very shiny. Yeah, to me it doesn't really have any color on my skin tone. It might on a lighter one. I don't really think it does. I'm not sure if I'm getting down to these little color bubbles in there, but it's just a really sheer, almost like a highlight, like if you're looking for that glass look. All right, we're going to do some of these other interesting ones, like this pink sparkle. Oh yeah, so this is definitely more of a duochrome, probably more sparkle than I would wear, but it's very, very interesting. All right, I'm going to try this Ripple in the middle. Ooh, these are so soft and creamy. Now this is really, well, it's also similar in that duochrome. Yeah, so if you're really going for that summery look, those colors would be really interesting. But outside of those colors, it's got some beautiful mattes and just some regular shimmers that are not kind of this iridescent look. So that's what we're going to use today. Okay, so I'm going to be using the shallow shade right here. It's a neutral shade. I'm using a Refer test brush. They did, I think it's their number 36. I'll have to look. I'll put it down below. But it's a nice wide, oh, it looks like this. Yeah, it's a nice wide eyeshadow brush that you can kind of get the shadow all the way across your eye in one fell swoop. I am feeling just a little glowy with the foundation. It was so beautiful at first, but now I feel like I'm definitely getting a glow, so it might not be a good foundation if you have oilier skin. If you have really dry skin, it's going to be great. I feel like I always do the same looks. I really want to go into this kind of rose gold shade right here. Maybe I'll do the one right next to it, which is called Siren. It's kind of more of a brownish gold. I'm just going to press it on that outer third. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. It's just the right amount of shimmer. And it is kind of just that little plummy shimmer. Yeah, that is a gorgeous shade. But I'm pressing to get maximum pigment on my eye, as opposed to if I just kind of swiped it on and then you're kind of swishing it off. So I'm definitely building up the color. And then if I wanted to blend it out, I could just take a larger brush and just kind of soften out the edges. Yeah, these are really pretty. Again, Alter Ego palettes are so beautiful and they are such value for the money. I'll put a link down below for the Alter Ego website because I think that's the only place you can buy them is the Alter Ego website. Okay, so you can see where my lashes, when I stop using the lash serum, they start getting thinner right here. And I have the Glossier Boy Brow, and I'm kind of just going to drag it so it's kind of hitting my skin. To fill in that area because I'm too lazy to get a pencil. Let's do a little bit of liner. I'm going to use a liner that I talked about on my last video about a month ago. This is the Maybelline eyeliner tracer, the Hyper Easy Maybelline eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner pencil. Got a really fine point. I'm going to do it just at the base of my lashes. So even with no mascara, my lashes not curled, I think it just adds a little bit of emphasis on that upper edge. I'm just going to take, I'll just take the darker shade. Go softly underneath too because I like liner underneath my eyes. All right. Oh no, I'm not almost done. I got a couple more things. I got this Rare Beauty highlighter and this is in Flaunt. Look at this. I mean, it's so soft and dreamy. I mean, I really can't wear it as flaunting it like that, but look at that. But I'm going to also just put just a little bit right in that center. Because that's what I've been using this. I've been using this as an eyeshadow. Curl my lashes with my Rephr eyelash curler. You know I love it because it's a little bit wider than a standard silver curler. I was using the Shoot Umera, used to be my favorite curler. But I can get my entire eye in the curler at one time instead of having to do half here and then twisting it half again. And then the last thing I'm going to use, this is new for me, it is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara because so many people have talked about it. It has that rubber tip. Really pretty. And then finally, Physicians Formula in their Butter Glow collection for the summer. They have a pressed powder. You can tell this is going to be a glowy powder. It's got the subtle kind of highlighter mixed in it. Let's see how it does on my mature skin. It's a big, soft, fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty 102. Because I actually am not looking for a glow. I'm looking to kind of tone down this glow. You know, it is kind of toning down the glow while leaving. Might be just a little bit too much shine or shimmer for me. I'm just kind of blend it in. It does tone down the glow, the kind of dewy glow, but it does have a little bit of shimmer. So it might not be the best if you have a lot of texture. For lips, let's try this Glossier lip. This one is in Villa. I've not tried this. So this is very sheer. It's not as, it's a little thicker than I expected it to be, because so many of these lipsticks now that are coming out with the gloss built in, they're very soft. So I don't feel like I'm squishing this down, applying it. This is a really pretty color. Very neutral. Kind of, for my lip color, it is very similar to my lip shade, maybe even just a little lighter. I'm going to put it right here so you can see it. So you can see how sheer it is, but it has just kind of a light rosy undertone, which one of my viewers was asking me for a rosy lipstick. So this little Villa in Glossier is really pretty, kind of with a rose, real sheer rose undertone. Okay, so this is the final look. I think it's a really nice, light, kind of a fresh, summery look. It definitely has a little bit of that glow to it, which kind of reminds me of a summer makeup. And gosh, I love these eyes. Look at the eyes. Yeah, I'm loving. What shade did I use? Oh, the Siren shade right here. Yeah, that's really pretty. And then, of course, that center highlight was this Rare Beauty highlighter in Flaunt. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my foray back into putting out a video. A little long and rambling. I'm sorry because it wasn't planned out like I normally do, but I am working on my next couple of videos, and they will be definitely more succinct and to the point. But again, I'm glad to be back. Thank you so much for being here and staying loyal, staying true, and staying to the end. And we will see you next time.